Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Abdul, Aman, Chun Chun, Dasrath, Hani, Yoti, Kiranmay, Kunal, Maksud, Rahat, Om, Pikesh, Raghubans, Rahul, Ravi, Sibam, and Subham. Very good afternoon to all of you. Afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So, today we are going to discuss about phonetic transcription, okay, and also about some problems of Indian speakers regarding pronunciation. Okay, so let's start with phonetic transcription first. Then we will move on to our next topic, that is problems of Indian speakers. Now, regarding phonetic transcription, I have to say that if you want to do phonetic transcription, at first you have to be familiar with all the sounds. Consonant sounds, vowel sounds, diphthongs, monophthongs, long vowels, short vowels, pure vowels, and all the sounds. Okay, so you have to be acquainted with, you have to be familiar with all the sounds so that you can identify the sounds. How many sounds are there in a word? At first you have to identify, then you have to write down the symbols. Okay, very simple. As we already discussed about all the sounds in our previous classes, so I hope that you all are now familiar with all the sounds. That means you all are able to identify the correct sounds used in the word. Okay, and I hope you all know about the symbols also. Okay, whatever we discussed in our previous classes rather. Okay, so let's start. How you can do phonetic transcription? Very simple. You have to write down here the symbol at first. Sorry, start with the first stage. At first, you have to pronounce the word. For example, first that. Okay, so you have to pronounce at first. Then you have to write down the symbols. At first, in the word that. The first sound used here is the, right? The. This is a consonant sound, the. So, and here, look at the phonetic transcription of the word that. The first sound written here is the. The symbol of the sound, the. Next, if you pronounce that. So the first sound the, next a, that. So the next sound used in the word that is a. That's why the symbol of the sound a is used here. You can see. And then t, like that. So the first sound the, next sound a, and last sound is t, t. This is again a consonant sound. So, how many sounds are used in the word that? There are three sounds used in the word that, and just you have to write down the symbols used in the word. Okay, there are three symbols. There are three sounds. So you have to write down three symbols also. That. Okay. So the first step is you have to pronounce the sound, and then you have to identify the correct sounds used in the word, and then you have to write down the symbols. Next, you have to divide the word into syllables. I hope all of you, remember how to divide a word into syllables. We already discussed monosyllabic words, disyllabic, trisyllabic, tetrasyllabic, pentasyllabic, and so on. So I hope all of you can remember. If you don't remember, then I can repeat again how you can divide a word into syllables. Okay, so after you write down the symbols of the sounds, then you have to divide the word into syllables, and you have to put stress on the proper syllable. Okay, proper, wherever necessary, you have to put stress on the proper place. Okay, proper syllable. And regarding stress also we discussed in our previous class. Still, if you have any doubt regarding stress, how you can put stress, so you can tell me, or I will take another class and we will definitely discuss. Okay, here you can see stress mark, here you can see there are so many words: difficult, then there, about, photo, should, people, also, between. And here you can see stress mark is there. Stress mark is like, like an apostrophe. Stress mark is very similar to the sign apostrophe, and here you can see this is called stress mark, and you have to put stress on the proper syllable. Okay. Let me tell you some other words. Let me give you some other examples. Let second word is difficult. Okay. Second word is difficult. At first pronounce the sound difficult. Now you have to identify the sounds. The first sound used in the word difficult is, the first sound is d, right? And here you can see the symbol of the sound d. Okay, next sound is e, short e, e. Here you can see the symbol of the sound e, and then next sound is, okay, next sound is, and here you can here you can see the symbol also. Next again e, and then k, k. Next l, and finally t. Okay, and here um, you can see there are 7 sounds, and you have to write down 7 symbols, okay, of the sounds. And also you have to put stress on proper word, and for that you have to divide the word into syllables at first, and then you have to put stress on proper word. Here you can see the stress mark on the first syllable. The word difficult is a trisyllabic word, difficult, okay, and we have to put stress on the first syllable, and that's why you can see here the stress mark. Let's move on. Next word is you. You. This is very simple. There is only one sound used here. There is a diphthong. I hope all of you can identify the sound. You. You. Okay. There is only one sound, and this one is a diphthong. Next is which. Which. At first, pronounce the word which. How many sounds are there? There are 3 sounds. First one is second is E, and next is ch, ch. So the word pronounced like, you should pronounce the word like, which. And there are three sounds. You have to write down the symbols of the three sounds. Here you can see. Now you can tell me if you have any doubt. Do you have any doubt? This is a new topic to all of you. No, I will I will give you some task. All of you, I will give you some task and you have to complete the task and you have to submit in the Google Classroom. So please clarify your doubts regarding phonetic transcription. This is a very new topic, very interesting topic. So you should have a clear concept about. Yes, Vicky. Okay. 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 So you want to say that why this topic is important? Why should we learn this topic, right, Because okay. Okay. This topic is important, very important, because you will be able to pronounce correctly. If you don't know the sounds, then how can you pronounce correctly? Suppose uh, there are three words: S double E, S H E, and SEA. Now pronounce at first. Then I will tell you, what's the outcome? Why should we learn phonetics? Because at first pronounce these three words. The first word S, uh, sorry, S double E. Second is SHE, and third one is SEA. Pronounce these three words. Because are you there? Okay. First one is S double E. Pronounce. Okay. Next is SHE. Pronounce. Oh, okay, I will definitely tell you. Next is SEA. Pronounce. Okay. Now, these are three different words, and here three different sounds used. There are three different sounds used in these three different words. How can you pronounce? First one is, okay, I will definitely pronounce, but let me share you the phonetic chart. It will help you to understand better. Wait. Hmm. Okay. So the first word is S double E. We should pronounce like C, C. Okay, C. Oh yes, I see that. You can say. Now SHE. Oh yes. In the word S double E, which sound is used here? Number 13. See? Number 13. Okay? So C. Now SHE, these word pronounced like she. Okay? She. And which sound is used here? Number 20. So there is a difference. And if you don't know that these are two different sounds, how can you pronounce differently? At first, you should have a clear concept about sounds, which sound we should use. Then only you can pronounce correctly, right? If you don't know there are two sounds, then you will pronounce like C, 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 C. Now, what's the difference? C and she. So there is a difference. There are two different sounds, right? Similarly, in the word SEA, the word should pronounce like C. The first sound is obviously number 13, and then EA, this sound is actually E, long E, okay? Like uh, diphthong, wet. Yes, number 28. So if we do for phonetic transcription of the word see, like SEA, so the first sound I have told you, and the second sound is number 28, E. Okay, so in this way, you can pronounce correctly. So, what I want to say is, what's the outcome? Why should we learn phonetics? The answer is you will be able to pronounce correctly, right? You should have clear idea about sounds. You know only about the letters, but what about the sounds? There are 44 sounds. There are only 26 letters, but there are 44 sounds. So you should have clear concept about all the sounds, all the consonant sounds and vowel sounds, diphthong, monophthongs, and all that, right? So you have to pronounce correctly. If if you pronounce correctly, then you will be able to create a good impression whenever suppose you are going for an interview, or you are giving your presentation, or you are interacting with your interviewers, everywhere you have to pronounce correctly, right? And for that you should have clear knowledge about sounds, and that's why we are learning phonetics. Okay, now any doubt? Okay, Rahul. Honey, do you have any doubt? Kiranmay, Rahat, Om, Yoti, Raghubans, Rahul, Ravi, Sibam, Subham, Rakhal, Abdul, Aman, Chandan, Dasrath. Any confusion you can tell me? Okay, so cleared. Sorry. Clear to all of you? Okay. Okay. Uh, Here you can go through all the examples here. You will get a clear idea. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Now, this is your task. There are some words, and You have to write down the symbols of the sounds used in these words. At first, you have to identify the sounds and then you have to write down the symbols and you have to put stress also. Okay, this is a complete phonetic transcription. So complete your task and submit in the Google Classroom. I have already created a section phonetic transcription, so you have to submit there. Okay. Now, problems of Indian English. We are Indian speakers. We are not native speakers of English, right? We are Indian speakers. So we are not familiar with, listening to English language with foreign accents. No, we are not familiar with listening to foreign lectures and foreign broadcasting and all. No, we are not familiar with. Now, as we are not native speakers, there are some mistakes that we usually do while speaking English language. Generally, we do some mistakes regarding pronunciation, and in our today's class we are going to discuss about what are the problems that generally Indian speakers face while interacting with other people. First problem is, in Indian English, the sound z, the sound z and the sound s are used are not used correctly, and this leads to confusion. So the sound s and the sound z, these are two different sounds, but we the Indian speakers get confused between these two different sounds. How we should use? Let me give you some example. There are here you can see some words having z sounds like eyes, his, knees, fears. Now, if you pronounce the word UIES, so we should pronounce eyes, and if you pronounce eyes, this is the wrong pronunciation because the sound is z, not s. So similarly, the word suppose his, his, his. The sound here actually z, not s. So you should pronounce like his, not his. Knees, fears. Okay, in this way you should pronounce. Now the sound s, like ice, falls, knees, fears. First one is fears. Second is fears. So there is a difference. Second mistake is, or second problem you can say, that Indian speakers face. Some Indian speakers interchange the sounds s and sh. The first is, oh yes, here you can see the first sound is sh and the second sound is s. Okay, so the first sound, like used in the words like shave, shave, not save, shave, she, shit, shine. The sound is sh. This the second sound is s, not sh. It's sh, like save, see, shit, sorry, sit, sign, save, see, sit, sign. Okay, and the first First sound, shave, she, shit, shine. Okay. Any confusion? Okay. Next problem is Indian speakers are unaware of the difference between the consonant sounds. Sorry, it's and the second one is oh here yes. Okay, so there are two sounds. The first is okay. The first is v. The first is v, and the second one is v. Okay, so, like the first one is v, like while, west, why, while, west, why. So the sound is v, and the second sound is v, v, like while, west, we, while, west, we. There is a difference. While or sorry, while and while. There is a difference. While and while. West and west. Why and we. There is a difference. So we have to use correct sounds, which will leads to correct pronunciation. At first, we have to identify which sound we should use. Then definitely you will be able to pronounce correctly. You have to use correct sounds. This is the reason we should learn phonetics, because phonetics is about sound. You will be able to learn so many, new sounds. You will be able to differentiate between uh, similar sounds like s and sh, z and s. So there is a, there are so many new sounds you will be able to know. We will also discuss about American English, British English, what's the difference, about the standard English, and different words that Indian speakers borrowed from different languages. We will definitely discuss in our next class about Indian English and British English and American English also. But before that, please clear your confusion. If you have any confusion, any doubt regarding phonetic transcription, regarding any sound, so you can tell me. Or if you want to, share your views regarding anything, so you can share. No doubt. Now, let me ask you something. Okay. Okay. Uh, Focus on the word water. Water. Okay. Focus on the word water. Now you have to identify how many sounds are used here in this word water. How many sounds are there in this word? Two sounds. Who says? PKs. Okay, PKs is saying there are two sounds. No, there are four sounds actually. You can you can see here the symbols also, and if you're familiar with symbols, then you can say easily. Two sounds because okay, PKs is saying two sounds. Now PKs, um, tell me the sounds. Okay, but actually, yeah, okay, very. Honey is saying four sounds. Okay, honey is very good. There are actually four sounds. But tell me the sounds. Which sounds are used? Okay, then yeah. Okay, very good. Then okay, okay, and yeah, not ra. Actually, this sound is yeah, water, water. Not the sound r is not yes pronounced here. Water. Yes, very good. Now, so this is there are four sounds: wo, and then then t, and then y. There are four sounds. Very good. Now, can you identify the sounds? Let me share the chart at first. Sorry, sorry. Okay. Now, the word water. The first sound is, see here, number 16. W. Number 16. Okay. Then, right. Wait. Yes. W. First one is number 16. And then number 38. See, W. And then T. T is Number 14, here you can see, and then year. Year is, it is a diphthong. 44. No, sorry, not 44, 43. It's 43. Year, year, year. So in this way, you have to transcribe. Okay. I have already uploaded, so you can find both the files in Google Classroom also, in the group also. You can go through the files. You can go through all the symbols again and again. Then you will get a clear concept about phonetic transcription, you can how you can do phonetic transcription. Now let's do some more practice. Okay, let's focus on the word again. Again. Focus on the word again. How many sounds are there in this word again? Okay, very good. Very good, honey. Very good. Now tell me the sounds. The first sound is a. Okay. Then g, then hmm, g, and then a. Again, a. Okay, and finally n. Sorry, not n. It's n, n. Again, n. Okay. So a, g, a, and n. Again. There are four sounds. Okay. Thus,